In the
Throwing on a shirt now and then getting something to drink, but we'll have it on starting soon. Okay, here we are, live and stuff. We'll zoom in a bit and then readjust the camera. Yeah, looking at this, I see some yellow that I want to touch up just a little bit more with the airbrush, so we'll probably go and do that first. After, of course, pour myself a drink.
Hello.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc. How's it going?
It goes.
Good.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just kill this bottle.
Kill that bottle.
Yep. It's an old-fashioned mix. I'll be fine. Right, Sojan?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
See? And Dr. Irrefutable said it's fine, and we can't refute him.
Precisely. Or something.
Something along those lines. Whatever.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Alright, we're going to turn on the airbrush box, because we can, and should.
Oh my god, I meant to tell you. I was watching Lilo and Stitch the other day.
Yeah?
And then the scene where Stitch drives a tanker over a lava field. They did their lava just like you did. It's orange with yellow highlights around objects.
Okay.
So you're on to something here.
Yep. Now, I wonder if I should use Phalanx Yellow for that, because the ink isn't showing up great. Or should I go with more of like a yellow flame? So I think this matches closest to the ink that I was using.
Yeah, I would see that works.
All right. Okay. And here we go for a ride. Move my board of holding. And we're going to zoom out a little bit because that is incredibly close up. There we go. There we go. Get over your shit, camera. Alright. And thank you for resubscribing, Ty.
You're welcome.
Okay. And we'll move my microphone just a little bit closer so you guys can hear me just a little bit better. And yeah, looking at the Space Wolf box, I'm going to have fun painting a lot of this stuff. And actually, one thing I might do, because I was showing my girls the box, and they were all just like, oh, well, we want to paint something in there. And I'm like, well, There's 3 wolves, and I do have a few other wolves just off to the side that I haven't touched yet. And I'm just like, maybe I'll just let them paint the wolves for me. That way they can do stuff too.
One of those wolves is going to be green.
And you know what? Whatever colors they go with is gonna be fine.
All right.
Pink space wolf. Oh gosh.
She's just talkative. Well, hello, Muse.
Hello, Muse.
Doing a little bit more airbrushing. I want a little bit more yellow on the base. And I actually see a few parts that are not entirely covered that well. So we're going to go with some Phalanx yellow. So that matches about the yellow that I was using. And it'll at least have a little bit better coverage than just an ink. Alrighty. And then if I have to go back to some oranges and stuff like that, I'll do it.
Grogu 2002 had a question.
Oh, thank you. A little bit of everything. I've painted BattleTech. I've painted Star Wars Legion. I'm painting Warhammer. I'm painting through an entire box, an entire set of Hero Quest. Yeah, I've painted D&D minis, all kinds of stuff like that. So, yeah, and then also just random miniatures too for friends. Like I've painted dragons for Sojan. I've painted a bear for Ty, which I still need to get to him.
Hey, Grogu, you know what? I never actually answered that on what basically, it's like we paint a lot of similar stuff, I think.
Yes.
Well, you have the whole box of Hero Quest that I don't. But I think it's safe to say we both paint anything that's really cool and is put in front of us. Oh, that looks nice.
Thank you. I just needed a little bit more yellow in a few spots.
So yeah, like I'll do some Warhammer, but I also do a lot of Reaper minis. I love D&D stuff. I play D&D. Even though I have an orc army, I have orcs. What did I get? Orcs,
Oh,
Dark Knights, no, Dark Angels, and I have those two from 40K, and then I have Boomspike Kids from Age of Sigmar. I like painting more than I like playing. Oh, dear.
How is all my friends here in chat?
Good?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, and Doc picked up a Baneblade, Muse.
I did.
A Beyblade?
Yeah, like the super heavy tank from 40K.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you working on it?
Of course not. It's not what I do. Hughes, I need you to understand something. It's not what I do when I'm watching the stream. When I'm on it, that's not what I do. I don't work on
Oh,
stuff.
you're modding. Okay, that's fair.
Just hang out.
I'm going to be working on his work. We have this really cool event in my neck of the woods, which is Massachusetts, called Barnhammer. Which basically is what it is. It's like a Warhammer night at a bar. Although, actually, they also were playing, I think I saw Battletech going on. So it's basically miniature gaming and painting. Although the painting can be a little bit challenging because there's not exactly a ton of light in there. So you have to kind of bring your own. But they ran a little mini painting competition. And I won the first one.
Cool.
Got the best friggin' trophy ever. It is a space marine, but he's got like one of those German hats, and he's got like a mug of beer.
Cool.
It's really cool. So I'm working on a piece for that because
You should post a picture in the Discord.
I wonder if I did.
Did you?
Maybe, I don't know.
It would never
Maybe I
receive
did
that.
not finish that one. Let's see. Because I have one from. I posted it. The one that I wanted.
Also the trophy. The trophy was also what I was talking about.
Oh, you want the trophy? All right, give us a second. Where should I post it?
A little bit of splatters, but I can actually cover that up with some of the rock effects that I'm going to be doing. So I'm pretty happy with how that looked. I like that there's a little bit more yellow in there now. What do you guys think?
I think it looks good.
I'm sure I can put it in other finished. Yes.
Yeah,
The
you
mini,
put it in finished.
the mini is sitting on the trophy, as long as I still have the picture of it. But I can go to social media and find it. If I need it.
Yeah, the inks behave a little bit better than the paint, but this still turned out pretty good.
Okay, posted. Under finished minis.
All right.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Freaking
Get
amazing.
there in just a minute.
That's a good orc. Yeah, you earned that W.
I think so. Night Whisper actually competed against me. His was really cool too. But I think the general consensus was, and I kind of agree. I don't want to sound like an egotistical asshole here, but I had more going on in mine than he had. His
Nice.
was really cool because basically it was a really good OSL effect, but that was all it was. It was the really cool OSL effect. But it was a really cool OSL effect. I don't want to undersell it. He came in second, by the way. So I voted for him because when I looked at everyone else's, his was actually my favorite one outside of.
Welcome back,
It's a vote
Sojan.
thing. So I have to like step it up because one of our other server members, Discord server members, Alley Cat, is going to be there, and her work is really good. So I'm not guaranteeing I'm winning this time at all because I think she's got a good shot at beating me. She's a really good painter. So I'm working really hard on this. So how are you guys? Anyways, what are you all up to? Painting eyeballs. Oh, fun.
I'm just hanging out.
Potentially with this wang out.
Hey,
You're
Mark.
modding.
See all the spam bots there? No, you don't.
You wanna know why? Because he's that damn good of a mod.
That's right. They know it's me. They stay away.
You are a good mod.
I know.
Oh, I don't think that keeps him away.
Well, I mean, I say it does, and I'm irrefutable. Roasted. Oh, I'm sorry I had to do that to you, Muse. I'm sorry.
You can do that. I mean, you are the irrefutable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can't refute that.
There are few who can.
You can.
It is
You
the
can
black
blame
speech of
that-
Moria. I don't know.
By the way, my mood tonight is fueled by 2 shots of Kraken rum, so...
Well,
Okay.
you missed it. I dumped what was left of a bottle of old-fashioned mix into this glass. So I'll catch up to you.
This is like the delayed reaction. Like, I didn't feel it on my stream. Although you definitely are to blame for the second one.
And?
That is all your fault.
And?
You say that's like it's a surprising thing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? People haven't actually used that, people have not actually used that channel point reward in a while.
Or one might say a while.
A while. For sure.
And you know, you went whoa when I
Whoa.
used the points. And she was like, wow, no one's done that in a while.
That's right. No one said it in a really...
Weird.
It was weird.
Like, I haven't even had one person use it in a while. In a while. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Use the right terminology here.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You gotta roll your W's.
Yep.
You know, I cannot roll anything. So,
Somebody call us
I-
butter because we're on a roll.
that's a lot. Go. Ooh, maybe I can. Maybe I have to drink a couple shots.
A while.
Roll my R's. I can't roll my R's. And I'm actually a singer in a choir. And there are times in choruses and choirs that they want you to actually roll your R's. But I can't do it.
Well, that's
Like,
unfortunate.
that's okay. Enough other people can, so it's not a big deal, but
Yeah, I don't even know if it's technically possible to learn to roll your R's. I think it's one of those things where you can kind of do it or you kind of can't. Because from my understanding, there's people who grow up in cultures, in languages where that's normal. And sometimes, yeah, some people just can't do it.
I believe it. I 100% believe that.
Alrighty. And
Like,
now...
I can, but I don't know how I would explain how to do it to someone else.
Yeah, it's like you're gargling, but not really.
Kind of, yeah.
Speed
Yeah,
orange.
I'm
It
not,
would be like any of the Asian languages, like pronouncing an R.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Japanese, as far as I know, is the only Asian language that has trouble with the letter R. I think Chinese and Korean don't have the same issues.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna paint in lava cracks. We're not doing like the mordant earth on this. I'm challenging myself because why not, right?
well, I think that was your goal with this, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So,
To challenge yourself?
Ty, you still there, bud?
You heard it too.
Yep. Doc,
That's why I like to paint
Hmm?
minis.
Mind
while
taking
I
care
do
of it?
this.
what? Or
Oh, yeah.
Ty, last call. Still there?
Yeah.
All right. You're
this
drifting.
Close, Ty.
Rico, you're
You're this
drifting.
close.
Flip 6-3 hole. Yeah, that's right. I just did Starship Troopers reference. What are you going to do about it?
Why would I do anything about it?
See? Exactly. You know what? We'll drink to that.
You go ahead. I've had my 2. I don't need any more.
Why not have 2 more?
Oh, snap.
No. Absolutely freaking no. 3 is my limit. 4 is bad.
Well, with that
4
attitude,
bad
it
things
is.
happen. No, 4, no. I found
Sounds
out
like the
that
attitude
it's
of a
period.
quitter.
Yeah. You're not a quitter, are you, Muse?
Absolutely, but it means I'm not going to get sick. Yes. I'm absolutely going to stop before.
Maybe you should just drink even more to like get yourself through the sickness.
Yeah, you should. And see, Uncle Tass and the Night Whisper
No.
gave the right order, or gave the right answer.
It doesn't go well, okay? There was one stream, I remember. I don't think it, and I don't even know how it possibly happened. But I basically had the 4. And I was already about ready, like, I already really was hammering me like crazy. But then, and I said literally, I said, don't hit another one. Because if I have one more, I'm going to pass out on stream. And I don't want to do that. And somebody did, and I'm like, I'm not refunding your points. I said, no. Yeah, no, 4 is bad and 5 is right out. Kind of like Monty Python.
Yeah. 5 is right out.
Good.
5 is right out.
Alright, here we go.
It's so true.
Just going to paint like random little rocks and stuff like that, or cracks.
Just stupid jeweler's glasses off.
Yep.
Done with eyeballs.
Alright. We'll see how this turns out, and if I have to redo it all, I have to redo it all.
I don't think you'll have to redo it all.
Alright.
Because it is tis but paint.
True enough.
I want to know what Uncle Taz wants us to know. He goes, would you like to know more about?
Because I did a Starship Troopers reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so,
like-
would you like to know more, Muse?
I don't know.
Ty? Ty, are you there? Oh, okay, you're good to go off again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. We get it. Just
Oh, believe me, I get it. Work is work. Well, I'm happy to have overtime. It's still work.
oh yeah. Uncle Tass and I were talking about that while we were playing Hero Quest, because they're offering overtime at his work, and it's just like, I want the money, I just don't want to work for it.
Who does?
Yeah. That's how I feel every day.
But I mean, I actually like my job,
The
so
eternal conundrum.
Yep.
maybe someday I'll quit. Well, someday I'll retire for sure.
Yep. Someday.
But that someday ain't today, unfortunately. Although there's a part of me that kind of wants to work like a part-time job that makes decent money. And then I can spend more time painting. I've got so much on my painting table right now. It's not even. Funny.
How's that looking to you guys? That look like
Looks good.
cracked lava? All right.
Yeah. I think it
Yeah.
looks good.
All right.
Very nice.
It does look like lava.
Looks like magma.
Yep.
Or is lava.
Oh God,
And
how's it going, Lincoln?
It goes. How's the stream going?
Not too bad so far. Added a little bit of yellow to some spots, and like where it really splattered, I'll make sure that that's just covered up with some of the black paint. But figured I'd just give this a good old college try.
Is it cad yellow or yellow ochre?
It was phalanx yellow, so
Oh, okay. So say you're about to make Bob Ross really proud.
yeah.
Just got back from a Salt Dogs game.
Oh,
Pretty awesome.
how was it?
That was great. Picked up after the first half.
Well, good.
I haven't been to a baseball game for quite a while.
I haven't been to one either.
I usually go to one or two every summer, and last summer I missed out, so
Yeah.
had to make sure I snuck one in somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and of course, CWS is here next week, and looking at the forecast, it's perfect CWS weather. It's either going to be boiling hot or it's going to be storming.
Wait,
Storming
wait,
ain't gonna work
it
real
is.
well.
Oh no, it is the weather.
Oh, I believe it, but it's just not gonna work out well for a baseball game.
No,
Oh,
but
no.
that's
Okay.
just how it is.
I honestly don't know why they have the CWS here. I have no idea how much the city must be paying them, or
What's this
threatening them or doing something.
The College
What's that?
World Series.
College World Series.
It's in your town.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's starting tomorrow, actually.
Oh, that's right.
And it's going to be hotter than balls. And then next week, there's storms about every day.
So that means it'll last another half of a week longer.
Yep.
To make up all the games.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
probably
we get to deal with
likely.
all those idiots even longer. I'm not bitter.
Well, yeah, going downtown during that time of year is just the locals stay away from the old market and from wherever from the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely don't go to the zoo. Because everyone else that's in town is just like, oh, well, it's not our team's game. Let's go to the zoo, which we have a really nice zoo. And I'm not dogging on that, but when all the out-of-towners are there, yeah, then the zoo is a zoo.
Imagine that.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but we have a company outing this Saturday at the zoo. It's gonna be
no.
a madhouse.
Oh, dear. Yep, that is the punchline.
I'm glad I'm not going. 'Cause I don't want to deal with any of those people.
Yeah, because you people.
Yeah, you.
People suck.
Yeah, well, and I told you that's the sign I gave my future mother-in-law, right? Because she hates going out and hates seeing people, so I found a sign on Etsy that just said, "You people." and like I even showed it to Delayed Capture's brother. He's just like, if you hadn't have gotten that right away from my mom, I would have gotten it.
Although I like people.
Oh, I know.
I'm definitely a people person.
I'm more of a geese goose.
I'm mild. I'm mild on people, to be honest. Mild
Yes.
on people.
I mean, I couldn't do all the events I do if I didn't like people.
True enough. You know, there's something kind of oddly therapeutic to doing like these lines like this.
Random, but not random.
Yeah. You know, like most things in nature. Okay, Thai speaking tongues. Let's.
Good night, Ted.
Like, that sounded like part of a Cthulhu ritual.
Maybe it is.
And, yeah, I'd rather not, you know, summon one of the great old ones during my stream.
Then you'd have to explain yourself.
Yeah.
Then there'd be apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I painted the Reaper Cthulhu.
Yep.
And for the base, I went to the town beach and grabbed some sand.
Yeah.
And I basically was told, if Cthulhu shows up, he's probably going to come on your beach. Because you put, you know, the sand from it. He goes, don't come crying to me when that happens. I'm like, I'll take my chances.
Yep.
Maybe he's there to give out free puppies.
I don't think that is how that works, but
No one knows.
no one does, but I'm pretty sure
If he's coming to Boston, he's coming to get his dunks first.
Get his dunks, yes.
Yeah.
Dunks.
Although dunks is everywhere.
Still here
these
though.
days.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
most
Ty.
places.
Don't worry about it. We understand it. Yeah, like you talk, and then all of a sudden we just hear, and yeah. So yeah, he'd get Cthulhu would come for his dunks, and then you know, because otherwise, if you don't have your coffee, you're fucking mook.
I don't actually drink coffee.
And you
You're
see,
weird.
that's why Muse. That's why you're a mook. You don't drink your coffee.
I'm a mook.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't drink coffee. I drink Coca-Cola, which is a source of caffeine.
Well, you know what, Muse? You and I have something in common.
Yay.
Because I do not drink coffee, and I drink Coke.
There you go.
But
That's
coffee
the
is
right
delicious.
way to do it.
The thing with coffee is that lots of people enjoy the taste of coffee.
I don't
Like,
like the taste
It's
of
I
coffee.
don't. Yeah, it's not good to me.
Or you could be like Delay Capture, where she loves the smell of coffee but hates the taste.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
like the smell. Oh no, that's me too. I like the smell of coffee. I even like mocha. I like it with chocolate. But
I mean, I have had the higher end, higher priced you go in coffee, the better and better it tastes. I have a friend who has like an extremely expensive coffee machine. Made me a cup, and it was good, but it was still coffee. But it was really good coffee. But it was still coffee.
Well, that's the weird thing about coffee is it depends on your taste in the coffee, because you can go so many different directions with it, just like any of your fine alcohols and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people are like, yeah, this is the best coffee ever, and it's just bitter garbage. You're like, I don't know why you drink this,
Mhm.
but it is not coffee.
Kind of like people who drink IPAs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's like Starbucks. Now I don't drink coffee. but
All
I'll drink
Starbucks
hot
coffee is
chocolate.
garbage.
So is the hot chocolate. It was the most bitter shit I've ever drank.
Yeah, I prefer mine to be low acidity and not bitter.
That is
So
why I
it's
like my
like-
Kona coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like especially so I drink a lot more when the temperatures are cooler and So yeah, during the cold months, I could definitely, on a Saturday, just drink a pot by myself. And I have a bun, so it's really easy to make. I don't think I've ever tried Kona. I'll have to give it a shot sometime.
Kona coffee is pretty good.
It's lower in acid.
Which I appreciate because, like I said, I'll drink a whole pot, but if it's acidic, man, I'll hate it afterwards. And see, I'll even drink some nights. I'll drink a decaf before bed because I can't really do heavy caffeine after supper, or I get the jitters and stay up all night.
That's fair.
But I do like a warm beverage before bed to soothe me.
I think my husband likes warm milk before bed. I don't.
Yeah, like I'll have some like coffee in the morning, and I gotta start cold brewing some stuff here because it's nice having like a cold coffee in the morning, especially like getting into these hot days, especially with the Yeti now.
Yeah, I've never tried to cold brew before. Has anybody tried like a French press or anything?
Well, or what I do is I'll put a bunch of coffee in like a container. I actually have like a cold brew set where it's almost like a tea strainer, or like what you use to like brew tea with. Only you put all your coffee in there, and then you let it sit for and then you fill it up with cold water, and you let it sit for like about a day or two. And then I'll actually pour it through the. Have you tried chamomile tea? Is that what you're trying to say, Ty? But yeah, you let it sit, and then I run it through like I pour it through the coffee filters into my coffee pot, so I get like a lot of the bigger grains of coffee out, and then I whatever coffee I have there, then I add more water to it to kind of decondense it, and then I use it, and then I put it in the fridge.
It's very nice. Very nice.
So maybe I'll make some, and that way when you come down in about a week and a half, I'll have some cold brew coffee for you to try.
All right.
That sounds cool.
Yep.
And you'll have the Super Nintendo hooked up to a CRT TV so we can do it like it's 1999.
No, I'll just hook it up to the projector screen down here, and we're just gonna cope.
Ted, put scam lines on the projector, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Well, it's actually fun with the Ninja Turtles game the girls like to play. You can actually change one of the settings to either be VCR or CRT. They fucking hated it. Like, it's all blurry and stuff like that, and delay capture, and I'm just like, yeah, it's just like how we used to play. Well, I don't like it. Well, we had to deal with it.
So you get to.
Oh my god, and just the butt hurt from them then.
That's hilarious. I love it. That's the way it goes.
Yep.
Need a mod where you have to go like stop what you're doing, blow into a microphone for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, how about now? Now, how about now?
Yep.
Come on, you stupid game.
So, Analog, the company, I don't know if any of you are familiar with their hardware. But they basically build the retro systems, but they're not like the Retrons, where they're basically just emulation boxes.
Yeah.
They're not the original hardware or anything like that. Analog actually uses God, I can't think right now. They use those special processors that are like in the misters. Instead of basically software emulation, they are doing the hardware.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, they've got an Analog 64 coming out. I think it shipped this fall. And so it's the N64, but with current output, and the hardware support it. And then apparently it'll have the capability to properly upscale the N64 games to 4K.
Oh, okay.
It has 4K output. And so since it's hardware emulation, it also can support your N64 controllers if you got them, or Bluetooth and all that. And I was just thinking, man, GoldenEye, 007 was probably my favorite N64 game. That would be fun to bust out in 4K and play the multiplayer once again.
Spider-Man around a thing with the grapple hooks.
Oh, yeah.
That was always our thing. We always used the grapple hooks.
Nice. And if you go to their website, they have like the Analog Pocket, which is FPGA. That's what I was trying to think of earlier, which is basically hardware emulation. Specialized processor, wicked stuff. But the Analog Pocket will support basically up to PS1. But natively it takes like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. But it still has the you can download the modules to support other systems. They also have a PS1 console coming. And so you can, if you have ISOs or ROM dumps of your games, you can also load those on there. But it won't be like this. It's better than software emulation like you would with, RetroPie and all that. Because like I said, it's emulating the hardware. So the latency, input latency and all that stuff, it doesn't exist like it does in software emulation. They've also got a TurboGrafx 16 console. Let's see what else. They've had the NES, SNES, and the Sega Genesis as well. But it doesn't really matter what system you get. They all have the same FPGA chip in it. So it will still support, all of them. The current processor will support up to PS1 emulation via ROMs or ISOs. So pretty cool. I like what they do. I think the N64 console, was $199, if I remember right.
Okay.
but it's pretty sick.
Looking back at the video for the inspiration, I see kind of how he's doing some of the little islands, so we'll kind of shift it up a little bit, but
And if anyone has interest, I posted a link in this chat.
well, thank you.
Pretty cool company.
And yeah, I think I will get Final Fantasy Tactics for PC.
Mm-hmm.
Just all.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. Like, that is 50% of the games I want to see on Steam.
Oh, that are on there now?
Didn't think it would happen. Now I just need Castlevania Symphony of the Night and I'll be happy. Which, that's got to be coming. It would be catastrophic. And then if they do that, they might as well do the Japanese Castlevania that didn't make it over here.
Well, you know they probably would.
Rondo of Blood, I think is its Castlevania, some other Rondo of Blood. That was basically like the prequel, I guess you could say. And you actually play the last part of that game in the first part of Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
That, yeah, where Richter fights Dracula right off the bat.
Yeah, I've actually never played those games.
That's okay. It's like Metroidvania at its finest. Story is great. The voice acting is great. It's like fine-tuned. Speedruns are impressive. If you get certain, like if you complete a certain percentage and get the right items, you basically continue the game with the entire map in an upside-down state. And what's really cool is the artist, when they designed the castle, they designed it so that it would make sense even when you are playing it upside down.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot went into that one. That's why it is amazing.
All right.
So I played Dawn of War not too long ago. Had to jump back into that for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Oh yeah, and I actually started watching.
Sojan.
Oh, we lost Sojan.
Sojan's back.
Okay.
Temporarily.
Yeah.
Back.
I actually started watching that Predator Killer of Killers today. And
Yeah.
so first of all, I was initially sold, oh hey, cool, Predators fighting Vikings and samurai, and then World War II fighter pilots. But they're tying it all together somehow. I'm not spoiling anything really, but they're all tied together somehow. And I'm not through it all the way yet, so like after the stream, I'm just gonna go and like finish this out. But like, I was like, okay, I was initially sold because It's Predator. I love like the Predator movies. And now the story has me drawn in too, just going, what the hell? So if anyone was on the fence about that, I'm enjoying it thoroughly.
Good.
I think
was saying,
Predators in my
the
yard.
one
I think
movie
Predators
review
in
for
my
the Badlands looks good.
Yeah. And what were you saying, Muse?
I think Predators in my yard. I just heard something outside, like, just scream. It's got to be a cat or like a wild cat or
Yeah.
something, or an angry raccoon.
Or cat caught a rabbit.
Caterwauling.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a cat. Hopefully, oh God, I hope not. But I heard, no, I don't think this was a cat catching a rabbit. That was loud. I'm like painting else and I hear it and I just kind of look up and going, what the fuck was that? My window's open too, so
Okay.
anything that's outside is going to be heard. I know we've had the angry raccoons and they're pretty loud.
Hopefully you guys can kind of see some of this, but yeah, I know it's difficult with where the wings are.
See what?
Exactly.
Part of it too is I have my nose in my orc here.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, like there's how that's looking so far. If that gets your walrus of approval.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, because we hate seals.
Going clubbing.
Yeah.
Yep. Or one that made me laugh was it showed a guy about ready to club a seal, and it says, "Wow, warranty void if seal is broken."
Oh.
Yeah, again, gallows humor.
Is that? I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You of all people in this should know about gallows humor about as much as I do, so Jan.
No.
We've laughed at shit that we shouldn't have laughed at.
But that's the best stuff to laugh at.
Yeah, some yes, some no.
I'm a rebel. I like to laugh.
Depends on what sort of personality test you have to take later.
Yep.
Do I answer this truthfully?
Or do I answer this how I think I should answer this to get a good grade?
Or do I need to act normal?
Yeah. How normal are we talking here?
It's probably only so normal.
Yeah. Like, how much of me being a B-tard do I let show?
Oh, God, I would never show any of that.
Sojan and I had to make a point at one point. And we weren't proud of the point, but we made the point.
Mm-hmm. You will not shock or surprise us.
Yeah.
I wonder if 4chan's back up. I heard it was the victim of some massive hack that took it offline.
You know 4chan is the cancer of the internet. It only goes into remission.
Amen.
The thing is that, that was true for many years, but newer, more advanced cancers have arisen.
Still.
Yeah. Actually heard it was one of those that was responsible for the hack.
Since it only made itself stronger.
Yep. Now it grew back with stronger amoebas.
And even more tentacles.
Yep. For saying
So many
hello.
tentacles.
Girls Panda Abridged on YouTube has got some... Alright.
Girls in Panzer.
Hmm.
It's a weird show. It's cute, but weird.
Alright, that's 10:30, and I'd say that's a good start. Once I kind of got my groove on this, I'm feeling better about it already.
Nice work.
Thank you. Alright, let's see who's on. Might just do a raid and dash. Anybody want? Anybody got a friend that they want us to raid?
Gareth Threadmar. I'm like,
Oh, okay. We'll raid him. He sounds like a weirdo.
Putz.
Putz, even yes.
Jerk.
The weirdest.
Yeah, a weirdo.
Weirdo. I don't know. Anything, anywhere you want to go is fine.
There's a fart McButtface.
What are they doing? Raven?
Warhammer Community Diorama Crusade. Yeah, mecha may result. Looks like he's painting a mecha of some sort.
They're either 12 or 45.
I'm guessing 45.
yeah.
You know what? We're gonna do it.
Oh God, if we go in there?
We're going to fart McButtface.
Oh no.
Just because it made me laugh, and I'm drunk enough to follow through on this.
Commit to the bit.
That's fair.
All right. Well, Muse, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of the wonderful mods and all these special guest stars. You made it a whimsical evening whilst I painted. So, oh yeah, he's about our age, looking at him. So, all right. Yeah, thank you for the raid. We'll see you guys all on Monday, I hope. And otherwise, between now and then, just remember to keep on painting.
Hey yo, how's it going? Gareth, Mar, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome Raiders, welcome. Oh, nice. Doing some Warhammer miniatures. Hang on, let me mute this for a second. But
All right.